So there's more to Wisconsin than just pig races.
And there! Bacon, look at those fast pigs go!
They've got whiskey too. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back to Whiskey Quest. If you're new to the channel, my name's Antonio, and in this channel we go through the nose, the taste, and the finish. Then I like to add a touch of water just to see if the whiskey changes or not. You never know unless you try it. So if that's something you like to watch, go ahead and hit that subscribe button with the bell notification. Stick around for more videos. Having said that, let's move on with the review. Oh, forgot my glass.
Hey Antonio, we got one for you, buddy. Oh.
Thanks guys. Hey, Talking Whiskey, thanks for the cup guys. Check them out. These guys do awesome reviews every week. Awesome guys. Check them out. So let's get this show on the road.
Tony, what the hell are you drinking out of?
Oh, I forgot my glass. The guys from Talking Whiskey, they sent me a cup.
That's the wrong cup. You should be drinking out of the expensive one I got you.
Whoa. Sorry guys. Gotta keep my wife happy, so I'll be drinking out of the Northern glass today. So after trying the Jim Beam rye and I fell in love with that stuff, I wanted to try other ryes. And over the weekend I was at the Wisconsin Dells and I asked Scott from My Bourbon Journey, I said, hey Scott, is there anything else that I can try that's locally made? And he recommended a few. Unfortunately, the store that I went to didn't have those, so I went ahead and picked something that I had already seen on his channel. And I knew I wasn't going to get disappointed. So I went ahead and picked up the Driftless Glen Rye Whiskey. So this bottle cost me $40 over there. And it's 75% rye in the mash bill. It's bottled at 48% ABV. That's 96 proof. And on the bottom it says that it's batch number 2 and it's bottled by Nate. I saw a lot of bottles on the shelf there with his name on there. So hey Nate, if you're watching this video, thanks for bottling this. I'm going to enjoy this whiskey. So the color in this, I'd say it's about a light to medium amber kind of color. And that's pretty good considering it's a young whiskey. So let's move on to the nose and see what we get. I get green apple, vanilla, and some caramel. That's pretty much it. But they're very, very nice on the nose. Let's move on to the taste. Cheers. Very good. Right up front, first thing I get is like wood char. Right after that, I start getting lots of black pepper spiciness, followed by some chocolatey notes, turning into some like black cherry. It's very good. The finish though, to me at least, it's a little bit on the short side, but it finishes with a little bit of mint, char notes. Yeah, it's pretty good. Considering it's a short finish, I like how it tastes. A little bit dry though. Not too much, just a little tiny hints of dryness at the end. Let's add a little bit of water and see what happens with the whiskey. So I added just 2 small drops of water. I'll let it sit there for a little bit and let it open up. Then we'll taste it and see if it changed. If you do add water though, make sure it's not from the tap. You know, anything with chlorine, it's just gonna affect the whiskey flavor. So maybe bottled water, or if you have a really good filter, go ahead and use that. So Driftless Glen is very open about the fact that this is a young whiskey. They're not hiding it, and I'm glad they're not, because honesty and just being open about what they're doing, it goes a long way. At least for me it does. So what they do is that every Friday they get together with their team and they go through a bunch of barrels and they start tasting it. They don't care about how long it's been in the barrel. They just care about how it tastes. and only 1 or 2 barrels get selected every week, and that's what they bottle. Alright, so I think that's long enough for the whiskey to open up with some water. Let's move on to that portion of the review. On the nose, I still get vanilla and caramel. Instead of the green apple, I'm getting faint hints of honey, very far in the back. Very faint, but it's still there. I can still smell it. Let's move on to the taste with some water. Cheers. So I taste a fair amount of spice still. There's some oak, there's some char, the chocolatey notes. But it does taste a little bit watered down. But nonetheless, you still get a decent amount of flavors. The finish is still short, and it still finishes with that minty charred notes. So it's still pretty good. I prefer it without the water. So my final thoughts on the whiskey here. I think it was well worth the $40 that I paid. And I can't wait till they come out with a longer aged whiskey. If this stuff is good, their longer aged whiskey is going to be amazing. I can't wait. Unfortunately, at the time of this recording in 2018, you can only buy this in Wisconsin or the surrounding areas. If you're in Chicago, you're in luck. You can buy this at any Benny's liquor store. There are some stores out on the East Coast already selling this whiskey. And down in Cincinnati, there's this really nice liquor store called the Party Source. Go ahead and check out their YouTube channel. I'll link it up for you guys. They do whiskey reviews, they do beer reviews, wine reviews, cigar reviews, you name it. Anything that's in their liquor store, they're going to review. Very informative. They're very knowledgeable. Check them out. Alright, so that's it for the review for today. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Share with your friends, and don't forget to drop a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed yet, why don't you go ahead and hit that button right now with the bell notification. Having said that, cheers. I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.